Hello everyone. Today I'm here with something that I've been working for quite some time. You have seen certain glimpses of it at the OSS conference last year. Also some glimpses of it on the LinkedIn posts. Recently we have open sourced the CLI version of it, which allows you to analyze Drupal code bases for performance and security in a jiffy. This tool is a more wider perspective of what all is capable, what all could be done with the full-fledged EventHorizon app. The name particularly stands out. I am a space fanatic, to be honest, and I always like the intricacies of space. So theoretically, if you were to stand at the event horizon of a black hole, you would have much more clarity. You would be able to see things in a wider perspective and analyze according to your understanding. Taking a similar analogy, we have Event Horizon as a tool over here, which helps you analyze the Drupal code bases, the large code bases with all the complexities, with all the intricacies that there are to better understand and take actions against it. This tool is not only catered for developers, it is catered towards project managers as well, team leads, technical architects, as well as for clients. This presents you with a beautiful visual representation of all the critical information that is required in a code base. The idea, first of all, sprung from the fact that I wanted to visualize code bases. I wanted to visualize the relationships, the intricacies whenever getting onboarded into a project, because that enough seemed to be a tedious task which would take quite some time during the onboarding procedure. I think that's the same for most of the people, and Event Horizon is the answer for that. So quickly, let's jump into it. When you log into this particular app through GitHub, you have an option to add a new project. So let's go and try to add a new project. When you try to do so, it will scan all your Drupal code bases attached to your GitHub ID. When you click on add a new project, it will scan the available Drupal projects attached to your GitHub ID. Let me select this one. Then it presents you with an option with a checkbox if this project is AI compliant. Let me not select this as of now. We will return back to this later on and add the project. The project has been added. When a project has been added, be it multiple projects, it will all show up over here in a grid style, and it will say like ready to analyze because it hasn't been analyzed yet. So let's analyze this. When the project is analyzed for the first time, you will be able to see a dashboard compiling all of the things, all of the intricacies of the project itself. It will first of all give you a project complexity score that is based on a metric which is mentioned over here, the criticalities in it, the code base stats, the performance health of the project, the vulnerability posture of the project, and then we have the tools, the actual tools that we will use to visualize all these aspects. The first tool that I'm going to talk about is View Mind Map. This is the original idea. This is the source that you can see that I wanted to visualize the relationships. Let's get into it. Once you click on the tool, you will be able to see that it considers the modules and themes altogether. You can filter out by modules or themes as well, and you will be able to see the relationships that there are for a particular module, which is, let's say, this one. When you click on it, it will present you with the options of the number of functions and services there are for each of these modules. Let's get into this particular module and see the functions inside it. It will further show you all the relationships between the functions defined in that particular custom module. If they are not related, they will not be connected with dotted lines, and you see over here, since these two are related, so a dotted line is established over here. Clicking on a particular function will give you some more information like its origin, where it is called by, and the line number itself. You can search for the functions as well. Let me see, refresh underscore thumb. Yeah, you can see over here that gets highlighted. Going back a step, if you were to check the services, we also have an option for that. Clicking on a service provides you with even more information regarding the definition, the dependencies, and the modules it has been used by. If we go back, we have another tool to analyze or visualize the circular dependencies in the form of a mind map. Over here, as you can see, these have a circular dependency. So when clicking on it, we will be able to see the number of calls that has been made, the circular dependencies, and the severities. Another information that we wanted to show to the users is the dependency info, which this tool encompasses. Over here, you will be able to see the total number of circular dependencies, the highest dependency count, which function is having. You will be able to filter by the function names, the severities, and it will show you the circular dependencies over here with the circular cyclic path. We also have module coupling information, which is shown over here itself. Now going back to another tool, this is the most critical that I find, the performance analysis tool. We already have a lot of tools, we already have a lot of capability which tries to linter things. Now coming to this particular tool, this is the most critical one that I feel. This gives you a very nice overview of the performance metrics of your code base. Over here you can see that right now I am seeing performance report report for modules and themes combined. We have it sorted by severities, high, medium, and low. You can filter by the name of the files as well. And we have the performance issues categorized. It will provide you with the file name as well as the line number this severity is in. This view, this report entirely is downloadable as CSV or Excel. Another interesting tool that we have is the vulnerability scan, the security analysis of a code base. In a similar kind of fashion, in a similar kind of dashboard compared to the performance analysis tool that we saw, this presents us with the security scan report for the code base, categorized in accordions, and the files and the line numbers are mentioned where the severity resides. Over here as well, you will be able to filter by the file, rule, or message. We have the severities, and all of this is also downloadable as CSV and Excel. Another interesting aspect, another interesting tool is the caching suggestions. So a lot of time we have to manually go through the code base and see like where there's an opportunity to improve the caching of a particular site. This tool gives you a caching report, not only just a report, but with recommendations as well based on the category and what the severities are. Similar to the other tools, this is also downloadable as CSV and Excel, as you can see. Configuration is an important part of any project. Often at times, a lot of configurations are scattered throughout the code base. It is not done according to the best practices. So this configuration validation tool will help you understand and analyze the gaps inside. As you can see over here, this dashboard beautifully represents the total number of issues, the critical ones, the warnings, and the info. We have segregated the visual aspect of it by issues by type and issues by entity type as well. Going further down, you can see the config split information as well and the criticalities of it. What kind of issues there are, which entity is having that particular issue that needs to be mitigated. Like there is a broken reference for this particular field, which is field underscore AWI underscore image. We have the message, we have the recommendations as well on what needs to be done. Similarly, we can filter it by the entity name, type, or message. And this view is also downloadable as CSV and XLS. Now it comes to the most interesting part. Often at times, to make the clients understand or for the understandability of the client, we try to build something, we try to generate certain kinds of reports so that it is much more suitable for a conversation on what actions need to be taken. The best practices analysis presents you with all of these as an overview. Consider it as an overview sort of thing, where you have the visual representation of the best practices that needs to be adopted for this particular code base. Going inside the tool, you will be seeing an option to generate the report. Once clicking on it, then we have an overall score. You can use this metric to keep a baseline and track the project performance, the project score thereafter. The total number of issues, the total criticalities, the high priority ones, and the categories are all segregated. An interesting aspect I have tried to keep is the industry benchmarks. According to the industry benchmarks of where this kind of enterprise level project should be, I have categorized it into multiple aspects and provided a visualization on where does this currently stand. Like for the security posture, you will be able to see that this code base is below average. Performance optimization needs to be done. Code architecture needs to be looked into. Code maintainability needs to be looked into. Theme quality and standard compliance for Drupal. Furthermore, we have some more information on this. I have tried to keep it to a minimal approach because this is an encapsulation of all the information that is present through the other tools. This is mainly for understanding, mainly for conversations, mainly for identifying areas of impact, areas of actionable insights with business teams from the client end, and for the project managers, for the team leads as well. So if we look into the security posture, we see that there is an SQL injection prevention. Let's go into the details. It will give you the explanation first of all, then it will provide you with the evidences. The evidences being the files with the line number. Over here, you can see what is exactly happening and why this has been suggested as a security vulnerability. Similarly, we have something similar for performance optimization, for code architecture, everything that we have seen over here in the industry benchmarks itself. Scrolling further down, we have top recommendations for this code base. You can expand the show affected files to see all the affected areas, the line numbers, and all the information pertaining to this, so that you can have a quick insight on what are the high priority items that needs to be first of all mitigated. This view and all of this report is also downloadable as CSV and Excel like the other tools. Now, this is something new that I have tried to incorporate thanks to Dries. Actually, it was his original idea, which is called code metrics. This presents you with the cyclomatic complexity of the site and also the maintainability index. Left a link over here. If you want, you can check it out. He has beautifully analyzed it, how we can make it to use. Over here, you can see the dashboard where he has this beautiful graph showing the lines of code, the cyclomatic complexity, and the maintainability index. Taking this as an inspiration, I have tried to incorporate something similar into this tool as well, which shows you a visual representation for better understanding on where this project stands. What are the anti-pattern densities by module, the per module breakdown as well, which you can also filter, the complexity hotspots, which are again exportable as CSV and Excel. All of this that you saw right now, all the tools, all the capabilities are completely static. Your code base is not shared with any AI model or any AI in the cloud. So your code base is completely safe from it. If you feel like your code base is AI compliant, in that case, let us see the interesting aspect of it. I am once again adding the same project, but with AI compliance check at this time to enable the AI features. I will add the project. The most interesting thing about this is you bring in your own API keys. So you are not relying on some other service provider or maybe us for the API keys or for the models itself. If you go into the settings, you will be able to see that you can manage the projects that you have over here, like delete them, check it out. Okay, I have configured AI previously, so it shows that one AI is configured. If I go to the configuration options of it, you will be able to provide the API key and select a model out of it. And now when you analyze this particular project, it will do something even more beautiful. So right now you might be able to see a tiny AI chatbot over here. This is the real magical thing. And apart from it, you will be able to see the indexing of the knowledge base, which is in RAG, which is in the vector database, and the informations pertaining to it. If you want to reindex it once more, feel free to do that. When you click on the AI compliant checkbox, these AI features get enabled. AI chatbot along with RAG with proper chunking strategies that we have previously also talked about in the LinkedIn posts, if you have been able to check it out. These chunking strategies are designed in such a way so that it keeps the code as it is. It does not break the code in between. And if we go into the AI chatbot, you will be able to select models over here. This gives you with a brief overview question, you can say, to try things out. Let me try something over here. Which function has the greatest circular dependency? So since this AI chatbot has access to the RAG architecture over here, where everything is stored in chunks, so it will be able to find and extract and provide you with relatable answer as per the code base. Let's see the answer that it is providing. Nice. It is saying that the function project underscore feature underscore custom underscore checkout. Oh, sorry, this is a module. You can see that it is pointing out that this particular module is the process payment method found in the payment service class, the function that is responsible for having a lot of circular dependencies, the location of it, the module, the implementation, exactly the code, the chain of calls, the service dependencies, everything. It will give you all the information that you require. It will cite the sources as well. That's one nice thing. Now you have the ability to chat with the AI inside the tools as well. If I go to the performance analysis tool and spawn the AI chatbot over there, let me show you another interesting aspect. So over here, you can see that there it is being reported that a render array explicitly disables caching with hash cache max age 0. This can severely degrade performance and should only be used if absolutely necessary. For these files, it's being reported. But as you can see, like there are no recommendations like for the caching suggestions that we had, right? Let me take in this file that's being reported over here and write, how can I mitigate the performance issue reported in this file as per the issue being a render array explicitly disables caching with hash cache. Provide me a recommendation on how to mitigate this. Let's see what it gives us. So since it has the ability, the context of our code base through the RAG architecture itself, it will be able to tell you how to mitigate this issue, how you can change it, how you can better optimize it. That's the beauty of it. So in short, this tool not only gives you the capability of AI, but it can run static analysis without using AI as well. For those code bases which are not AI compliant or who do not want to share any kind of data with any AI, there is no caveat altogether of using AI or not using AI. When using AI, if it is a compatible project, then you will be able to get more insights through the usage of AI, through the chatbot that is presented over here. But without that as well, you will be able to do very nice static analysis, get a better understanding, a better visualization of the entirety of it, of the entire code base, the complexities and the intricacies, which is the core idea of this particular tool, so that you are not restricted from using or from analyzing your projects without the need of AI. I hope that was nice enough. Quite excited to announce about this. Let me know your thoughts. Let me hear your thoughts. Also, let me know about your suggestions as well. I definitely encourage all of you to check out the CLI tool as well. That provides you with the performance analysis and the security vulnerabilities in a faster, accelerated format. But this tool provides you with a much more wider capability of a wide variety of tool and a wide variety of usability in trying to understand, in trying to get everything that needs to be done around a code base that you have. Until next time, signing off.